Course aim high. Unit 1, the real you. Let's get started.
Nice to see you again, Michael Atif. New English lesson today. Let's be ready. Okay, this verb when I'm talking about invest. What does it mean by invest? Invest to use your money in a good way. You know that some foreigners come to Egypt, of course, to invest their money in some businesses, of course, to do a lot of projects, by the way, and profit. What does it mean by invest? Do you know what we can call it if we say that the clothes for informal situations? T-shirts, jeans. If they are for informal situations, I can call it in English casual. Yes, casual clothes. Casual, of course, not formal, not classic. This is what does it mean by casual. If you go to the club, you are wearing casual clothes. Of course, yes. This adjective which is respectable, yes. You know, respectable, it's coming from the verb respect. No, you can say that you can respect some adults or some older people or elder people. You can say something like that. But if I'm talking about respectable, so I am describing clothes. I'm describing clothes. Some suits, some dresses, or some blouses, or something like that. Any kind of clothes we are wearing. So here respectable, which means acceptable or accepted, by the way. Yes, if your clothes are accepted or correct or respectable, so all of that which is so suitable for any interview, by the way. Acceptable, which means correct, which means respectable. Verb which is so important, by the way, which is avoid. Avoid, yes. When I'm going to meet or to see my doctor and he is telling me, Michael, try to avoid eating junk food. Try to avoid eating junk food, which means that if he looks at me and he finds me so fat, you understand, he's asking me or he's advising me, by the way, not to eat much food, not to eat junk food. So when he is asking me to avoid, which means to prevent me from doing something. When I'm asking you to avoid something, which means to prevent yourself from doing something or this doing or this action, by the way. This is what does it mean by avoid, to prevent somebody from doing something. Okay, we have another verb which is judge. Of course, what does it mean by judge? Of course, to form an opinion about somebody or something. For example, if you can judge this man or that woman by their appearance, which means that you are mistaken, because maybe in some cases inside doesn't reflect outside. Okay. We have another verb which is attend. If I'm asking you, for example, did you attend the school yesterday? Attend. For the first time in your mind, when this verb comes to you, which means that did you go to school yesterday? So attend, by the way, which means go, yes. To go to an activity or an event. This is what does it mean really by attend. Attend, which means to go to an activity or an event. I call something in English which is damaged by pulling it apart. Yes, I call it in English torn. And here I'm not talking about torn papers or torn something. I'm talking about torn jeans. Something like that in our clothes nowadays, that some young men, some young ladies, some teenagers wear what? This torn clothes, or these torn clothes, these torn jeans. Of course, torn, which means damaged. Yes, I know that maybe they are not respectable, but by the way, it's fashionable. What about if some ideas are sometimes wrong about something or somebody? I call it in English stereotypes. Stereotypes. I can give you an example about that if I am looking at somebody walking in the street and this man or this person is wearing a classic suit and he is holding a bag in his hand. Maybe when I see him for the first time, I call him a doctor or a businessman. But maybe and perhaps this man will be a teacher or a lawyer. So this stereotype, I am talking about some ideas which are wrong about somebody or something. What about your opinions and feelings which show your behaviors? I am saying that this word which is attitude. Attitude, which means your opinions, your feelings, which describe your behaviors. I am calling it in English, or I call it in English, attitudes. Maybe your attitude is nervous, which means that your behavior today is nervous. Maybe your attitude is quiet, which means that your behavior is quiet. So according to your behavior, I am describing or I am using this word attitude. Think about if I am talking about a brand. Brand, which means something which is made by a particular company. Product, which is made by particular company. You can say some brands with me. What do you think about Adidas? Yes. Nike, Zara, Timberland. You have a lot of brands. So easy to talk about brands, which is a kind of products which are made by particular companies. That's a brand. And by the way, which is fashionable. Fashionable. You know, fashionable, it comes from fashion. Yes, fashionable. Fashionable here, I'm talking about if you can look at the torn jeans of some people they are wearing, which means that they are following the fashion of today, which means that something fashionable, which means particular at this time. Another word now we are talking about, which is staff. Staff, yes. Staff, I mean here staff, this word which is a group of people are working for an organization or a company or a school or something like that. I call it staff. Staff of English teachers, staff of math teachers, staff of security here, something like that. I call it staff. Group of people are working for this place, for this company, for this organization. What about if I'm talking about the belief that you can do something well? This is, I call it in English, confidence. Yes, if you have confidence, which means that you can do something well. Of course, if I'm asking one of the students to come in front of all the class and is explaining something for all of them, what does it mean? This boy or this girl, which means has some kind of confidence, good belief or belief that you can, he or she, do it well. A belief that you can do something well. This is confidence. Okay, what do you think about the set or the group of rules which we can say that for some people who are working for a company or an organization, something like that, we can say that dress code. Yes, of course, in our school we have a dress code. KFC dress code, McDonald's dress code, and a lot of places have dress codes, which means the set of clothes that they are wearing. Of course, maybe red and black, yellow and black, blue and black, whatever the colors, whatever the uniform that they are wearing, we are talking about dress code, set or group of rules that they are wearing. And when you talk about expect of course, which means to think that something will happen in the future. I expect that you will come tomorrow, which means that I think that maybe you will come tomorrow. Maybe yes, maybe not, just expectation, just to expect. You are expecting this, maybe if it will happen or not, you just think. At the end, I hope you found it so easy. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye bye.